Could you take just a moment to answer this question? Who is your hero? If you're like a lot of people, it's pretty difficult to actually even decide who that may be. Many of them are those who've already passed. And maybe the second question is, have they done something truly heroic, or are they just popular? Years ago, there was a study done of eighth graders who, among all of, I think it was 2,000 eighth graders, none of them chose anybody but entertainers of some sort. And really, we're kind of living in a day that we lack a lot of heroes. Obviously, this particular weekend, we focus on those who have served our country in the military. And yet, honestly, without any disrespect meant, many of them didn't they don't necessarily live a life that we would want to follow after in, like, everyday life. And so I want us to think about that question a little bit. And actually, even in the Bible, it tells us about some mighty men of David, and you have several different ones. Second Samuel 23, and then also First Chronicles 11, where it tells us about a few different ones. Let me give them to you here quickly today. Adino rose up against 800 and overcame them. Abishai against 300. Jeshabeam against 300. Benaiah against an Egyptian giant, and then also two lion-like men, and they actually even killed a lion in a pit on a snowy day, it tells us. And so there are just a variety of them. There's a whole list of these mighty men. And yet, to me, what's more important is when you go back to Hebrews 11 and you start seeing other men like Enoch and Noah, Abraham, Joseph, Moses, and you go right down through the list. In fact, there's a number of them that they don't even name, but just tell us about all the mighty deeds that they did where they chose to follow after God instead of their own selfishness against the wickedness of their day, maybe in some other areas of doubt. Even Abraham would be kind of one of those. And so they rose up to be counted for God. And then in Hebrews 12, you go to the next chapter, just the next verse, and it tells us about this great cloud of witnesses. And sometimes I've thought about it as being those who are watching us. But really, I think what he's saying is they are a witness to us. They've shown what it is to be a hero and to stand up for faith and for God. And so today I would just kind of maybe ask you, it's not just important to have heroes, but could I just ask you to be a hero? That's what we're called to be. And so let's stand up. Let's be counted for God so that others following after us can follow in our footsteps.